First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Today, our new season begins with an NFC South matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. Younghoe Koo all set to do the honors, and we are underway from Atlanta. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. From nearby Norcross, Georgia, it's Alvin Kamara. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. They go play action. Winston. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Ready.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. They find some open field here. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. but I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
That's out to Hill, right side complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Kamara, not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal will feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It's up about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know he hated taking the loss there on third down. The kick by Lutz is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 37. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. But there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, a run with Patterson. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They're going to look to throw. And complete to Drake London. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. First and 10, it's Patterson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
On the double.
They'll set up to throw. Quick completion here to Johnson. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Back to the ground now, Patterson. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They're going option play on 3rd down. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have more...
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. Jameis to throw it. He gets this one to Johnson.
And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. To throw is Winston.
Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the stick.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw.
And this one too low.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan? Introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello in a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
Third down, here's Patterson.
And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
On the return, the Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
On first down, going back to Patterson.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
59 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
They'll go again with Patterson.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. He'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Falcons!
Kyle Pitts,
30 yards!
and the Falcons are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
And he pushed it right. It's no good.
Young Wei Koo, the kickoff for Atlanta.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
From the 29, Winston. And Jameis intercepted a third time. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
To throw, Winston. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Winston.
They'll find its tight end. It's Adam Troutman.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Winston now to throw on 1st down. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Atlanta, Georgia's the spot. I'm glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10.
Play fake. Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Winston. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So the defense has to stay out and get 1 more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Right side run with Patterson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's Demario Davis navigating his way into the backfield for a tackle for loss.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
And the Saints will take over possession here up at the 44.
That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off. but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down. Throwing, Winston. And he wisely will throw that one away.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Off the play fake, Winston.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down.
21 yards there on third down.
First down, Saints.
On play action, Winston.
He completes it to Olave. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Jameis again. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. 10 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Saints are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
Winston to throw for. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
Their catch made at the 24-yard line. The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Rolling to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
The Falcons on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, and to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go play action. Winston. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds. But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
Alvin Kamara, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the 2nd half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jarvis Landry, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Lutz good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Saints 23.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Saints are right back in this football game.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now Winston. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thomas.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Winston.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw.
He's got Johnson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back to throw now on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Running left, here's Patterson.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Here we go. Come on.
Again, Patterson.
And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. They'll try the option on third down, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
A 51-yard attempt.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Now the first throw in overtime for Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. And you definitely can make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light's still on for him.
And he'll do a nice job here just to find his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Jalen Hawkins is there to bring him down.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
2 minutes left in this overtime session and still all tied.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Kamara. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Now Winston.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 21. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Winston to give. It's Kamara.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't